Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and legislative assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberations in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen. Mr. Clerk, can you proceed?
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Your Excellency, Honorable Wavinya Ndeti, the Governor of Machakos County, Honorable Senator Agnes Kavindu, the Deputy Governor Francis Mwangangi, honorable members of this assembly, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome all to the official opening of the third assembly. I have the following communication to make. Honorable members, Standing Order number 13, subsection 1 provides that immediately after taking and subscribing to the oath of affirmation of office under Standing Order number 12, that is swearing in of the Speaker shall notify the members of the place, date, time of the opening, of the opening assembly. Further, Standing Order number 13(3) provides that the business to be transacted in the next sitting shall be the address of the assembly by the governor, senator, and other visiting dignitaries. Pursuant to these standing orders, honorable members, you do recall that on 20th September 2022, I adjourned the House to reconvene today, the 27th September 2022, at 2:30 p.m. in the Assembly chambers. Accordingly, and pursuant to Standing Order number 17(1), Her Excellency Honorable Wavinya Ndeti, the Governor of Machakos County, is here with us this afternoon to address the opening of the new assembly. Honorable members, Standing Order number 23 provides that when delivering an address to the assembly, the governor shall be heard in silence and the address shall not be followed by any comments or questions. Honorable members, before I invite Her Excellency, the Governor, to address the Assembly, I have a further communication to make regarding Assembly leadership. Pursuant to provisions of Standing Order number 15.8, the Speaker has received communication from the Wiper Democratic Party dated 26 September 2022 on the leadership of the Majority Party. The communication and the minutes of the Majority Party resolutions meet the threshold set out in our standing orders. Honorable members, the leadership of the Majority Party is as follows. Honorable Nicholas Kitavin Zioka, Majority Leader. Honorable Lucky Raphael Nzao, Majority Whip. Honorable Jackson Wambu Andaka, Deputy Majority Leader. Honorable D. Motricia Kivuva, Deputy Majority Whip. Further to the provisions of Standing Order number 16.8, the Speaker has received communication from Maendeleo Chap Party dated 26 September 2022 on the leadership of the Majority Party. The Minority Party, I'm sorry, very sorry. The communication and the minutes of the Minority Party resolutions meet the threshold set out in our standing orders. Honorable members, the leadership of the Minority Party is as follows. Honorable Judas Mbili Ndawa, Minority Leader. Honorable Evelyn Ndungenzeki, Minority Whip. Honorable Francis Kavio, Deputy Minority Leader. Honorable Gideon Saul Kavu, Deputy Minority Whip. Further, Section 12(3) of the County Government Act 2012 provides for the membership of the County Assembly Service Board to include A, the Speaker of the County Assembly as the chairperson, a vice chairperson elected by the board from the members appointed under paragraph C, 2 members of the County Assembly nominated by the political parties represented in the County Assembly according to their proportions of members in the County Assembly, 1 man and 1 woman appointed by the County Assembly from among persons who are experienced in public affairs but are not members of the County Assembly. Honorable members, the Speaker has also received communication from the Majority and Minority parties nominating the following honorable members to the County Assembly Service Board pursuant to Section 12(3)(c) of the County Government Act. Honorable Felix Mutunga Ngui, Majority Party Representative. Honorable Johanna Munyao, Minority Party Representative. I take this opportunity to wish all the above leaders the best as they serve in the various positions they have been elected to. Honorable members, I now invite Her Excellency, the Governor, to address the Assembly. Thank you, honorable members. Clerk, you may proceed.
Madam Speaker, honorable members of County Assembly, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to address the County Assembly during its inaugural sitting following the general elections held on the 9th August 2022. I would like to start by thanking Almighty God for the gift of life and for giving us the chance to serve His people in Machakos County. After the swearing in and induction of members of County Assembly, this Honorable Assembly therefore officially commences its business today in its historic role as the third Assembly of Machakos County. Madam Speaker, I once again wish to congratulate honorable members for this House for their successful campaigns. Some were re-elected, others were elected or nominated for the first time. Your election as members of the County Assembly reflects the huge trust the people of Machakos County have in your leadership. Similarly, it is my great pleasure to convey my congratulations to Ann Cusia on her well-deserved election as the Speaker of the County Assembly of Machakos. I am confident that you, together with members of this County Assembly, will remain focused on promoting the development agenda that the people of Machakos County so desperately need. The people of this great county also deserve commendation for effectively exercising their constitutional obligation through the electoral process to have their voices heard loud and clear. In my inauguration speech, as the new governor of Machakos County, I emphasized the need for leaders to put aside differences that are based on party affiliations and unite for the sake of developing our county. Madam Speaker, I made several promises just like members of the County Assembly did during the campaign periods. It is time to actualize what we promised in order to achieve the Machakos we envisioned. I will endeavor to work with all of you honorable members, irrespective of your political party affiliation. We have a chance to audit and streamline all the manifestos to develop a solid county integrated development plan for 2022 to 2027. Madam Speaker, further to establishing county assemblies, the Constitution vests legislative authority on the county assembly. I count on you honorable members to make laws that will enable the county government of Machakos perform effectively in its service to the people of Machakos County. This House is expected to work with the executive arm of the county government that comprises of my office, that of my deputy governor, and the county executive committees. I shall shortly be forwarding to the Assembly the names of men and women that I have nominated to the County Executive Committee members for your approval. I request these honorable Assembly members to fast-track your legislative role in approving the names to enable the government to be fully constituted for effective delivery of the service of the people of Machakos County. The advertisement for the positions of chief officers has already been put out in the dailies. I shall be forwarding to this Honorable House Assembly the names of the successful persons as shall be forwarded to me by the County Public Service Board. In that regard, I shall be requesting these honorable members in exercising their legislative authority to hasten the approvals when their names will be presented to them. I have also formed the following task forces under various tasks: the pending bills verification and audit task force, the county government land housing verification task force, the county vehicle inspection and audit task force. Each of the above given firm and specific terms of reference, they each have 1 month within which to deliver on their respective assignments. We need to know where we are in terms of pending bills, government land, housing, county vehicles, and also our human resources. Madam Speaker, my vision for the people of Machakos is anchored on 3 pillars: promise, food security, socio-economic empowerment, and infrastructure development. Each of us represents Mwananchi in different wards in Machakos County. Though some of the challenges and needs could be unique and specific to specific regions, our united resolve to develop Machakos should guide us formulating policies that reflect the deep understanding of the needs of our people and our determination to resolve them. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Madam Speaker, even as I gear up forming my county executive committees in the coming days, I have been laying strong foundation for the executive. Since my inauguration, I have engaged with all departments, and done analysis on where we are as a county. The feedback received has enabled me to reinforce the Rapid Resort Initiative, the RRI, that I am working on towards achieving within 100 days in my office. I must commend the great team of the county employees and supervisors who I have personally met directly through various teams I have initiated in the evaluation process. Madam Speaker, it gives me pleasure to report that I have already identified some priority areas and projects that have immediate relevance and impact on the lives of our ordinary citizens in the county. I have already started executing the Rapid Resort Initiative, RRI, and I must appreciate the support I have received from honorable members of this assembly when I met them. When I met them in their areas during my tours. Though I cannot mention them all, allow me, Madam Speaker, to mention some plans that I have for the county, as well as my RRI that I would like to actualize by the end of the year. On water. Madam Speaker, areas of my administration will focus on is the issue of water scarcity. I have already met various players in the water sector in the county, nationally and globally, and will soon be sharing a comprehensive plan on how together with the members of this assembly we will deal with the perennial water challenges in our great county of Machakos. On this issue of water, my administration intends to achieve the following in 100 days. We are already on the process of distilling 60 dams across all the wards in Machakos County. For example, we are currently doing Silanga Dam at Chumbi Market in Kinania Ward, Mavoko Sub-County, Miumboni Dam in Mitaboni Ward, Kadhiani Sub-County, Kwacheti Dam in Kangundo West, Kangundo Sub-County, Kwa Mutaki Dam in Mutituni Ward in Machakos County. We will procure services for rehabilitation and completion of all the non-working and stalled boreholes. This week, we will commission Mumando borehole in Kola Ward in collaboration with Isuzu. Kijito borehole in Tala Ward and Kisesine borehole in Katangi Ward in conjunction with Anglican Development Service Eastern and Water is Life. In the next 3 weeks, we will commission Kisovo borehole in Lower Kaiwa Ward. We will also commission Eimba and Kidayoni Dam in Kalama and Wamunyu Ward, respectively. We are working on surveying and mapping our major rivers and streams to construct weirs and sand dams across the county. We want to ensure Machakos has adequate water supply. We will also procure services for water treatment and distribution from major water reservoirs across Machakos County. We will streamline and operationalize the existing water and sewer board to provide access to clean water, sewer services, and sanitation. We will endeavor to incorporate public participation for all our projects. Health. As I have stated time and again, health is of key concern to my administration. During my inauguration, I promised to ensure adequate supply and stocking of public hospitals within 100 days. Madam Speaker, it delights me to inform you that since the beginning of this month, my team has been receiving numerous calls from Wananchi appreciating the fact that they can now access most of the essential drugs from their community dispensaries. That means they don't have to come to Machakos Level 5 for drugs or to be treated. That is just part of the success story following the journey I have embarked on equipping medical supplies to hospitals, healthcare centers, dispensaries in Machakos County. The managers receiving the supplies are under strict instructions to remain accountable during the receiving, utilization, and reporting of the supplies. And you, as MCS, must do your oversight job. Madam Speaker, it will be, Madam Speaker, it will not be business as usual until we ensure that the supplies get to the intended destinations in every village of Machakos County, no matter how remote. And we are going to do this together, you following, and ensuring that is done. We have already supplied drugs and non-pharmaceuticals from KEMSA worth 50 million to several facilities. This Friday, we will be flagging off another 30 million worth of medical supplies for distribution. The consignment has already been paid for and is only awaiting dispatch. We have also commissioned a 64-slice CT scan machine at Machakos Level 5 Hospital. We have received quotations to revamp our Machakos Level 5 mortuary and are currently working on upgrading the hospital patient management system and integrated revenue system. This will help in monitoring, controlling of stock levels, among other important records, and especially our finances. We are targeting to have at least a dispensary in every sub-location, a level 3 hospital in every ward, and a level 4 hospital in every sub-county where there is none. And where there are some, we upgrade them. For the already existing ones, they will be fully equipped and funded to function optimally. This will enable us reduce congestion in Machakos Level 5 so that we can upgrade it to a teaching and referral hospital with a private wing as a means to improve our own revenue. The Kangundo liquid oxygen tank that was installed last week at Kangundo Level 4 Hospital is an example of a project that seeks to decongest Machakos Level 5 Hospital now that the newborn units and isolation wards that often require oxygen are fully supplied. Once more, I will be counting on this county assembly to pass policies and prompt approvals for budgets for health-related programs. This will help in equipping the health centers, dispensaries, and reduce congestion at level 4s and level 5s. We also intend to work on putting in place a new hospital. We intend to work on putting in a place new hospital boards for level 4s, level 5, and community management committees for level 3s and 2s. I will endeavor to work with the community health volunteers to improve the health service delivery of the county level. Renovating medical officers' interns' quarters before their intake in October. Commission new theater in Matu and Machakos Level 5. Commission a new ICU in Kangundo Level 4. Accelerate NHIF registration by working with MCAs to encourage members of the public to register. Roads and infrastructure. Madam Speaker, last week, in partnership with National Youth Service, I commissioned the Barabara Mashinani program that targets the rehabilitation and repair of 3,000 kilometers of roads across the 40 wards in Machakos County. I personally launched the grading of Yadhue Itunduimuni Road in Wamunyu Ward, Mwala Sub-County. Simultaneously, my deputy governor was launching grading of Mikuini Tana River Road in Upper Kaiwa, Kadhiani Sub-County. The objective of the Barabara Mashinani program is to improve access roads for efficient mobility before the onset of the rains, expected next month. I look forward to working and partnering with the Kenya National Highway, KENHA, Kenya Urban Roads Authority, KURA, and Kenya Rural Roads Authority, KERA, to construct and renovate roads that fall under their mandate in Machakos County. This program will spur trade and commerce in our rural areas and put pesa mfukoni for our local traders in line with my promise, chakula mezani, pesa mfukoni. That launch came after detailed audit, inspection, and repair of transport sector equipment. I am glad to inform the Assembly that over 20 equipment that had been grounded after breaking down are now fully operational. Honorable members, you can confirm that the equipment is already on site and working for our people. Agriculture. Madam Speaker, food security is key pillar in my manifesto and in the development of our county. As the song goes, an hungry man is an angry man, and we should not let our people go hungry. Agriculture has been key in responding to issues of food security, though unreliable rains continue to plague individual efforts to ensure families have enough food for themselves. That is why I have already started focusing on alternative types of farming to rescue the declining agricultural sector. Part of my RRI is to ensure that the veterinary and other agricultural extension workers are fully operationalized within 100 days. Those experts, after invaluable advice to our farmers, those experts offer invaluable advice to our farmers to enable them improve their food production with domestic and commercial use. Madam Speaker, it is clear that my county is largely agricultural economy. We are committed to enhancing food security by executing the following in the 100 days in office. Hand over SIVAP community structures to contractors for implementation. Providing certified seeds distribution, procurement is ongoing to 1,500 farmers in every ward before the onset of the rains. Carry out tractor plowing targeting 760 farmers starting with Ekalakala ward in Masinga sub-county, and we will start with the 6 available tractors as we repair the remaining, and the repair is ongoing. carry out dog vaccination for rabies in 3 remaining sub-counties: Machakos, Kathiani, and Mavoko. Launch the mango processing plant in Matu Yata sub-county. Operationalize the Green Grams Value Addition equipment. Provide incubators to 200 households. Invest in revival of coffee cooperation in Kangundo, Matungulu, and Kathiani. Socio-economic pillar. Madam Speaker, key to our economic empowerment model, we will be the establishment, Madam Speaker, key to our economic empowerment model, we will be the establishment of World Development Fund and Kwatio Revolving Fund, which I will continue on this, which I will be counting on this assembly to utilize. I am committed to actualize the World Development Fund, which will be domiciled in the parent departments. The project's identification and prioritization will be championed by the members of this House in collaboration with Mwananchi through public participation. We Kwatio Fund, we will have 1 million, which we want to give every ward for table banking, and then we look for 100 million. We'll start with 100 million, where they can borrow, and they pay slowly, and our aim is to go up to 500 million. Education. On education, Madam Speaker, we will improve the standards of education by providing necessary tools, facilities, and sort out staffing issues, especially for vocational training and early childhood education, which are devolved functions of education. I am delighted to inform this assembly that my administration desires to provide bursary to the tune of 5 million per ward annually to ensure needy pupils get education they desire. I will be counting on the members of this assembly to realize that. We will have proper mechanism to ensure the neediest pupils benefit from the bursary. We also have to work in collaboration with the members of Parliament to ensure that a child is not given bursary twice. I have also promised a feeding program for early childhood learners in ECD centers as the way of ensuring that the early childhood development is taken care of. We will support working mothers through the establishment of daycare centers, Wavinya Baby Care, attended by county nurses and nutritionists. This will enable working mothers to attend to their productive aspects of their lives without worrying about the safety of their young ones. Youth and sports. Madam Speaker, we have incorporated youth under the Education, Sports, and Sports Department so that we can empower and help them get the skills they require. The digital innovation hubs will be established. The digital innovation hubs we will establish will enable our youth to develop their talent, skills, innovation towards facilitating entrepreneurship and employability. We will establish Machakos Youth Service, where we will be training and funding them to start small businesses. This population, Madam Speaker, forms a great force in driving the economy through innovation. We will enable our youth to develop their talents and skills, facilitating entrepreneurship and employability again. We will endeavor to provide linkages to industries and liaise with partners to get opportunities nationally and internationally. In addition to that, we will activate Machakos County Sports Tournament, renovate and upgrade our stadiums. Gender and social welfare. On gender and social welfare, Madam Speaker, we will establish, as I mentioned earlier, Wekwatio Fund, which is a revolving social empowerment fund that will be anchored in law to benefit farmers, SMEs, organized groups, Ikundi and Mievia, starting with 100 million on incremental basis up to 500 million. Allocate 1 million per award for supporting our women and youth on table banking activities within their groups. Provide assistive devices to people living with disabilities, wheelchairs, elbow crutches, and white canes. At least 100 beneficiaries, 100 beneficiary per award. Sorry, per sub-county. Yeah. Sensitize and create awareness during the 16 days of gender-based violence activism in November and December. And I would urge the women and men of this county assembly to get involved. Participation in International Day of Persons Living with Disabilities. We must embrace our abled people to work with us, and also giving them jobs in Machakos County. Trade. It is not a coincidence that I was elected the chair of Trade, Industry, and Enterprise Development Committee in the Council of Governors during our induction. Through various initiatives that I will be launching, our county will improve its productivity and grow its income, while at the same time creating more job opportunities for our population. Challenges associated with business licensing have been a great stumbling block to those engaging in different levels of business. My administration is currently reviewing business licensing to ensure and create an enabling environment for the business community. My administration is committed to forming an enabling environment for business investments. To achieve this, I will be looking to smoothen businesses in order to ensure ease of doing business. Specifically, I will create one-stop shop model to eliminate bureaucracy that businesses and investors suffer while meeting their statutory obligations. I hereby direct the incoming county executive member for finance, in conjunction with the County Assembly Finance Committee, to deliberate and recommend possible waivers for retailers and allow Mama Mboga, Juakali traders, hawkers, and hawkers to continue operating without paying the daily market fee to cushion them for the hard economic times. In my manifesto, I committed to invest in skill and capacity development for our entrepreneurs. Our people need to be trained on entrepreneurship skills to supplement and expand domestic income. I will be focused on providing business mentorship for startups through developing and empowering business incubation programs. I look forward to the day when we will be able to provide low-cost financing to entrepreneurs who do not qualify for funding from mainstream institutions. Madam Speaker, one of the great causes of food insecurity has been massive post-harvest losses and the lack of direct market for agro-products. Our farmers need to see the fruits of their labor. My government will aggressively pursuing local and international market linkages for our products. Specifically, I will develop our capacity to grow and access the export market, as this will guarantee premium returns to our farmers. In the medium term, I will engage infrastructural projects and programs to encourage value addition, innovation, manufacturing, and industry processing. I will be focused on providing subsidized working spaces in the form of small, medium enterprises and industrial parks where our people can do their businesses. Tourism. In the next 60 days, we will upgrade our existing public parks and recreational centers. Some of these parks include Machakos Park, Mulu Mutisia Gardens, the Ngei Statue Chumvi Junction Park, and the Mwindi Mbingu Park. Culture. We will initiate an unusual cultural day to showcase our Kamba culture and heritage. We will also have once a year a breakfast prayer meeting for Machakos County. Liquor control. On liquor control, Madam Speaker, we will carry out a survey on all existing liquor selling outlets to ensure regulations and control of the manufacture, distribution, sale, and consumption of alcohol in the county as we improve on revenue collection. Revenue. I am also reviewing the revenue collection. I am also reviewing the collection of revenue criteria to ensure that we seal all the loopholes that have initially been used by rogue employees of this county and their accomplices to steal from the people of Machakos County through dubious means and deals. I am working with the law enforcement agencies to ensure all who will be found culpable will face the force of the law. Land and housing. In conjunction with the national government, we have fast-tracked the processing of title deeds. We currently have 50,421 title deeds ready for issuance. I will soon share a streamlined schedule for issuance of the said title deeds. My government is already finalizing plans for securing all public land by fencing. This will help in dealing with the land grabbing and land encroachment menace. I have also established a task force to verify all government land and properties. I will ensure all grabbed county land and property revert back to the county government of Machakos, and those found culpable are legally punished. Urban development. Madam Speaker, you have noticed that most of the drainages in urban municipalities are clogged. For instance, 1 kilometer EPZ drainage channel to Mavoko municipality is completely clogged. Several other urban development projects are ongoing. For instance, the construction of Kawedei Bridge and Cabro Works at Tala Market. Energy. We found a dark county where it was almost impossible to do business after 6 o'clock, after 6 p.m. We didn't have functional street lights, market floodlights, mulikamwizis, and most of the government buildings did not have power because of disconnection, owing to outstanding bill amounting to 80 million. My government has entered into a settlement agreement with Kenya Power and now has been reconnected and restored to all government offices. My energy department is working to restore streetlights and floodlights that were vandalized and non-operational at the cost of 5 million in the next 60 days. Among other alternatives, we are exploring the use of solar energy to avoid huge bills to comply with the Green Energy Initiative. ICT and public service. Last but not least, Madam Speaker, the impact of information, communication and technology division in government operation and services delivery cannot be overstated. I have clearly outlined we will continue working towards automation and digitization of county operations on all departments in order to provide enhanced operational efficiency and effectiveness in delivering our services. Among other long-term benefits, the ongoing process will enable us update our staff data and accelerate our resolve to weed ghost workers in Machakos County. Further, we will carry out, as you know, in Machakos County, we have the highest wage bill in the country. We are leading on the wage bill. Further, we will carry out human resource audit and appropriately fill in the gaps in health and other critical areas. Climate change. Madam Speaker, as I pointed out, I cannot exhaust the list of my priority areas in one sitting. But I must point out that issues of climate change are crucial to me, as well as issues of sanitation and proper solid waste disposal, where a review is ongoing to streamline the sector. Madam Speaker, as I conclude, we have all been given 5 years. We have all been given 5 years. We have all been given 5 years mandate to improve the livelihoods of the Machakos County residents. History will judge us harshly if we betray the trust of the people who have been, history will judge us harshly if we betray the trust the people have bestowed on us. Our legacy will also suffer irreparable damage if we squander the people's trust on selfish short gains. I reaffirm the commitment I made during my swearing in that I will ensure the true spirit of devolution is realized, particularly by giving the people power to identify local priorities and invest in projects that will transform their lives. In a nutshell, I am committed to the spirit of public participation as provided for in the Constitution. I promise to assemble a competent county executive to help accomplish my administration vision of ensuring leumesane besa mubukoni. It is now my honor, Madam Speaker, sir, to declare the 3rd Machakos County Assembly officially open. I thank you all. I thank you all for your time. Asanteni sana. God bless you all. God bless our county of Machakos, and God bless Kenya. Madam Speaker, sir, I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for inviting us here today to open the 3rd Assembly of Machakos County. In Parliament, are you allowed to address in Kikamba? Yes. With? Permission granted. Thank you. Baito nena moyo munde kubingwa County Assembly ito ya Masako enono yo County Assembly ya Katato kuma devolution yoke. Igionde baba tianenge mandate na nduma Masako. Tunenge to contract ya miaka 5 tumadhukume. Kilando nyo mukoli ambaito nitukwatane na tuithukuma wa wito ondo wa ile odhukuma. Twina Senator wito baba wa county wa Machakos County, Senator Agnes Kavindu wa Muthama. Wa senator ni kweka oversight na kuhakikisha mbesa si amwene nthi ni si atumiwa ondo si ile otumiwa. Wa county assembly ni kweka oversight kuhakikisha mbesa si amwene nthi ni si atumiwa ondo si ile otumiwa. Wa county government ni kuhakikisha mbesa ile manengwa si amwene nthi ni si atumika ondo si ile otumika. Ni mwia metho makwa memo kama ibika kila bandu nienda mundethesie mwimbwe mwe metho makwa na muona kindu cha thuka kindu kitaende nesa ndukatete kuya ukombie Madam Governor, this is going wrong. Na kwa nienda omwashua nyenene uwa nundu ithionde twi baba because of our people. Nitunasa kuiwe nange bana nominate wane siama na nominated wane chama ndukone the party had to work very hard for you to get nominated. Alama okieba nomination alama na atumie mukwate ibile ala mukwatie no aya mailieba na kura ile inekiata inakoniwe onakwa ta chama chakwa cha Wiper ta kura ile ninakoniwe ta governor wa Machakos kwa ukilangu mutabia mwe baba na mwe nominated. You have to work for the people of Machakos. The people of Machakos elected us. Through their courtesy, you got your seat. Kura ya mwenende, no yena tumiyokwata kibela. Kwau ni mukolia kwa ndaya, izionde, tuthukume, twikendo kimwe. Kila mundu asiaitie wea wake. Nikenda to deliver mwenende. Miaka 5 timbinge. Miaka 5 timbinge. And apart, kwembwete answerable kwa andu mama sako, tikembwete answerable kwa ngai. Miaka 5 nitanengwa mwekata. Kwa ututhukume kinene kaumwingi tuiyote. No kosoe mundu ute umutetia kana ute umukuna. Ona mwana katindo imubwa bandu ba umukosoa mwana osu atwika akiema. Nigwa kanatiwe. Mwana osu atwika akiema kwa tunenanie na tithukuma imwe na nyendi nondo na mundu ninyawe nyinyonde. Nengo thukuma nenyu na nimwewia wiola tane na baba to distribute it kila bandu. Na I'll just mention a few. Na weto kondo konini ne kuinge na kila ward ne kuthukuma. Na mbesa sia development nga siasia ne anye ki ward. Kwau ni mukolia kwa ndaye ya tuthukume imwe nikenda nga ya tutethia miaka 5 ya thela tisiokoba tithionde. In Jesus' name. Tisawa. Kwau nyendi na mbinge sia kwa sianga ya mwathime thukuma ya andu mama sako tuthukume andu mama sako na timbweti andu makwenda ngai na tibo ya account yitu nundu batembo ya kwa ibandu tethi tubo ya account yitu yende na tibo yo nandu no maboya ngai yakate resources from nowhere. Tiboye timbweti andu mamboya ngai atubinguye miomo yonthe ya matu ona donors mona makona o masako. Tisawa. And it is possible through prayers. So let us work together. Madam Speaker, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dhukuma andu mama sako. Ama nao sako iye. Masako itwe no andu. Na manao nengie kura. Through kura si andu mo ma ground. Kwa undu kone aya. We madhukuma. Look at the people behind them. Nundu alame itina wo. Nimo ainge. Teibe tukethia mea o baba. Tobe tukithie miao ya utethesia andu maitu ta county assembly. Ni chao na kemwe ni kukitia kindu national government. Tokitie ithionde teba mwana tinena na wasia weba. Musimwane kuba ibandu wenda. Ta nena tunene na wasiomwe nikenda siendo sioke balatwe. So thank you so much. God bless you. God bless Machakos County. Ngaiya mwathime ngai yathime county ito ya Masako na ngai yathima nthi ito ya Kenya. Madam Speaker, sir. Madam Speaker, now I table my speech. Well,
thank you. You may sit. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Clerk, you may proceed.
Order number 4, adjournment.
I want to remind you first that we will have such photo session after the adjournment of this sitting outside the office block here. And now I say that the House stands adjourned. The House adjourns to Wednesday, the 28th day of September, 2022 at 10 a.m. in the morning. You may be seated. Walk out.
Honorable members, let's go for the photo session.